No! Let him go! In the end, everything you cared for will be consumed. How does it feel now, Prime?
What's up, YouTubers one and all? My name is Fateley1987, and today we are taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Voyager Class number 38 Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. And yes, I finally got this one, even though they're going to be coming out with Rise of the Beast version soon for buzzworthy, but I'm nowhere near Target, so fuck that. On the back of the box, you have obligatory product shot, and this is one of the rarest backdrops ever. San Francisco Bridge, 35 steps. The iconic Art Deco suspension bridge stands 4,200 feet and is open to car, bike, giant converting robot, and foot traffic. They absolutely put that there. Okay. Alright, I'll give them that. That's a good laugh. I don't know what the hell this is, but basically I got it from China on eBay for about double the usual normal Voyager price, which would be about $30, so that's actually $60, which is not bad. Not bad. It's not like paying over $120 on eBay. Fuck you, scalpers. And that's it. You can tell I'm a little bit pissed because, well, Ironhide's actually not leaving us for a couple days. So, let's get him out of his pack and see how cool he actually is.
Oh, shit, that was not supposed to happen. Sorry about that. Anyways, here we are with Optimus Prime SS38, and my god. I love him. Of course, I'm gonna like the new Rise of the Beast SS figure that's coming out this year as well. It has not gone up yet. It's probably gonna be revealed next week, or I'm gonna put that in quotes. Revealed, because let's face it, the SS38 Optimus, I don't think it's gonna pale in comparison to the brand new SS103 Optimus. Yes, you heard that. Or, actually, no. No, Rhinox is 103. I think he's 102. I gotta double check on that. I think Optimus is 102 or 104. It's one of the two. What I do know is that Optimus Prime is, in fact, gonna be revealed as a buzzworthy exclusive for Rise of the Beast. And, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll try to get it after I'm done Jacor because his figure looks really cool. And I have a feeling it's going to sell out as quickly because, goddamn, people are going to love this character inside this film. It's going to be, you know, I got this for, like I said, $60 on eBay, you know. It's pretty much the exact same price range if I got it from Hasbro Pulse, except two things. The first thing, the instructions are in Japanese or Chinese or whatever the fuck they are. At least the words. But, like, I think it's good, you know? I don't think it's entirely bad. Okay, almost all in Japanese, apparently. Or Chinese. I can't tell exactly the language, but I can tell that it would usually be English, but I got this from China. And it was brand spanking new. Like, there's nothing bad with this figure. Almost. I really hope that they're going to be solving a problem that I'm going to show you in robot mode that kind of brings this figure down from a complete SS. But, you know what? It's still SS to me because, my god, this figure just looks freaking amazing. So, I really want to get those. So anyways, enough rambling. Time for side comparison. Here we are with Scourge. Who... Yeah, we're going to have that scene finally in the film. We're going to have this scene. Because the new poster that came out recently showed this scene. And I fucking love it. Also, if you've seen the new TV spot, you'd see that Scourge transformed. So, yeah, take that as what you will. I'm gonna love this film. I really am. Wait, why would I take Optimus off screen? No, Scourge, you get off screen. Here he is next to Battle Trap, who is gonna be pinned down during the infamous, scene with... Shit, I didn't even bring out his backdrop. Silly me. There you go. Yeah, it's not the same as the film, let's be honest. It's just a simple, regular picture of San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge, and they could have tried better on this, seriously, they really could have. But anyways, here is Battle Trap next to Optimus. Here's Nightbird next to Optimus. Here's the rest of the Autobot cast. Again, let's try doing that picture because I don't know how the hell it's gonna work. But it's like this, I guess. I keep forgetting how exactly the Autobots are lined up, but there you go. For another comparison, here he is with Earthspar Optimus. I mean, let's be fair, I really do like the Earthspar Optimus mold. Here he is with another flatbed, or flat-nosed truck, I guess. I guess you could call it flat-nose. Galvatron. And then here he is with Lockdown, because you saw a rusty version of this kind of looking truck, or at least a Marmon version. It wasn't a Freightliner, it was a Marmon something, I forgot what it was. But yeah, wholly inaccurate when it comes to like the scaling for the vehicle mode. But then again, they don't really fucking care about the vehicle mode scaling. They don't care about robot mode. And then finally, here is someone that he fought inside of Bumblebee. Someone that I am so glad is here in my collection. Soundwave. And you know what, the hell of it. Let's bring in my other Bumblebee movie figure, the only other one I have, because I don't know where the fuck Ravage is, sadly. So I can't really have Soundwave launch him today. Wheeljack. That's pretty much it. So that's it for the side comparisons and all that stuff. And yes, Optimus can roll. So now let's get down to transformation. It is time to transform Optimus. Okay, this one might be a little bit of a doozy, but we'll see how we can do. First up, take off the gun. That's the only weapon storage, by the way. I've heard there's a way to store it under here, but I found no way how to without actually ruining transformation. So we're just going to leave it at that. First one to do is you're going to take these parts off. Like so. Split them. And then split the legs as well while you're doing it. Then you can flip this in. And what we're going to do now is we're going to flip out the feet. Also, while we're here, we can do this with the leg, which is fold this back and then fold that like that. You'll see how frustrating these can be in a moment. So fold that out like that and just leave them like that. You really don't do anything else. So now you're going to untab, bring the foot down, fold it out, and then push back on this hinge per se until essentially you get it flat like that. That's one foot all done. Untab, bring it down like so, and then just push back down. It's more easier. And there's the feet all done. Now you're gonna come back here. You're gonna bring these down, and you can shoot these smokestacks into place, like so, and then you can flip these little bits up, locking the gas canisters or whatever the hell these are in. This is where it gets a little tricky now. You're going to... There's a lot of tab connections, so let's start with this. We're going to start with the front. So we got a tab connection and tab connection. You're going to tab it in right there. Seems simple, right? Well, that's not exactly it. This is where the problem comes in. There are barely any tab connections for this part right here. If you had add tabs on the outside and add tab right here, it would have been a lot more better, but no. No, that's not what you did. This is where it can become a nightmare to tab these in correctly. Henceforth, I'm sorry, but I have to give the legs a tabbing nightmare score. Thankfully, they're not as bad as I think. They're not as bad as I thought it would be. But still, it is a pain to keep them tabbed in. So, you're going to slide, essentially, this slot right here into this nook. And then this tab, essentially, this slot into this tab. So it's kind of, you have to line it up a lot, and it's kind of tricky to do it. Especially if you don't have everything lined up in the first place. You gotta essentially tab it in, and sometimes it could be a pain to do it because of how easily the part can bend inwards instead of outwards. But once you have that done, that is the leg. Repeat on the same side. I'm probably gonna do it off screen if it fizzles me that badly. Flip this in. Alright, legs are done. Now it's on to the top part. This is where it gets a little tricky. So you're going to need to untab, essentially, the grill part. Untab it. That gives access to everything else in the tab, in the truck mode, and in the cab. So bring these down, and you can fold these in as well. Bring these parts up, and just fold them backwards. And then essentially you can also bring these parts out and fold these in. Fold these in. And now you can bring these parts down and around like so. Bring these parts down and around. And now you can stretch out the arms and flay them out like that. Also, there's a tab connection slot right there. But we'll just leave it like that for now. Bring the arms out and around. And you know what? At the same time, you can fix the arms. Why not? So they're all straight, like so. But that's not it. Now you can lift this part all the way up. And it's a little tricky to do so because you have all this stuff in the way. But this is where it gets a little tricky now. You gotta flip this part out, and this part likes to come off. So what I do is I push this enough to where I can actually get that all the way out. And then comes the spin, the real spin. So you can actually do that, and now you have everything lined up. You know, bring that back a little bit. You're going to essentially make sure that this is slid in place, like so. So that is straight. Everything else should be straight for the most part. The leg came undone as figured. Alright, so you can bring the wheels all the way back, like so. And then these parts, this part is a little tricky. Essentially what you're going to do is that these two big slots are going to slot right here. Okay, maybe it's not that tricky as I thought. So, bring the arms down. Or, actually, not yet, not yet. You're going to need to... There's little slots right here. And the little slots right here, and these big divots. And you're going to essentially slot the chest in like that. Bring the arm down. Make sure you have the shoulder like that. Bring the arm down. Shoulder like that. And... there is a Bumblebee movie, Optimus Prime. Well, actually, you gotta tab this right there. Now you're done. Now you have Bumblebee movie, Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And I gotta say, I really do like this figure despite the flaws on the legs. Like, this is definitely SS material, but it's not actually the top of the top, if you know what I mean. So, there you go. That took a little while. So, as you can tell, I'm already liking, or rather loving, SS-38 Optimus, except for one fucking thing. The legs. These just do not want to be tabbed in forever. Unlike everything else in the robot mode, this is the one thing that has failed this figure miserably. But, yeah, let's go through articulation and whatnot. So, we got, also take a look at the noggin. It's a little more animated, so, yeah, I'm definitely gonna like the Rise of the Beast version more and forget what just fell. Anyways, articulation. Very hard... ball-jointed head, can turn 360, and that hurt my fingers. Look up and down a little bit. Shoulders are articulated like that because that's how they are. If you move this out of the way, you'll get 360 rotation. So that's good, I guess. You get 360 at the bicep, 90-degree bend at the shoulder. We got wrist swivel, waist swivel. Forget how that opened. He can do the full splits, kick forward that far, kick. If he's in the right mindset. He can't kick that far. What the fuck? Oh my god. I was about to say, you had good articulation up to this point. So he can kick that far. He has 360 thigh rotation, I guess. Has a really over 90-degree bend. And good feet articulation that obstruct with the fucking leg. Yeah. Yeah, so, that kind of... And also, this guy just sometimes does not want to stay fully together. So, again, he's turning from a 10 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10. I'm sorry. But he's so good, though. Like, sure, the premium finish would have been a lot better to own. But still, this is amazing. I have to admit, I do like this figure. Now, for side comparisons, we're going to bring in all these Autobots from Rise of the Beast that we have so far. And there you go. And there you go. You can see how well that looks. And then we're gonna bring in all the Terracons for Rise of the Beasts. Your arch enemies, because I don't have them at any maximal yet. Sorry. First up is Scourge, the one who brutally pisses him off. Battle Trap, the one who pins him down. Nightbird, who... I don't know if she does anything to Prime just yet, I don't know. And then Freezer, because he's a nuisance. So there you go. Scourge, what the fuck do you think you're doing in every video?
I want to be known as the greatest villain of all Transformers.
Yep, there's your treachery showing.
Fuck you.
I got another hunter for Optimus. You know what? This is kind of scale in truth, let's be honest. Although I don't know what's going on about the chipping on your helmet and your head. Like, you okay there, man? And finally... who could forget this guy? And he's taller. Just officially accurate. I love it. Unfortunately, there's no Ravage. I kind of forgot it for the review, but oh well. I keep forgetting side comparisons every single where. I don't know why. The Fallen. Just because, like, why not? Dare I say why not? And Freezer lost a leg again. One of these days, someone's gonna fall off the table and break. But yeah, there's that. Alright, we're going to transform Optimus and end the review. So, first up, take off the gun. Second, you're gonna turn the arms like this. Turn the arm like this. Fold these up like you're doing a T-pose. Open this part, flip this up, and essentially slide this out. You can fold these out if you want. I suggest doing it right now, because why not? And once you do that, you can take off the backpack and you can turn this entire section around. Like so. And now you can push this upwards like that. We're going to work on this part now. We're going to push this up and over like so. Fold this in and fold this in. Kind of. We'll leave it like that for now. Next, we're going to come to the arms. We're going to bring them like this. And this is where you need to be careful with the tabbing. So you got this tab's going to go into here. And you're essentially going to do the same thing. And this now is going to... keep these on tab for now. You're going to bring in the arms like this. Like, bring them all the way in. It's hard to do, especially since you got a waist that just does not want to stay put until you do something about it. And that do something about it is right now. So, you're gonna take these bits, you're going to push them in like so. Keep them like that for now. You're gonna take this bit, fold it out, make sure these two window bits are like this. And essentially you got a slot here that can go in there. And then this tab is gonna go in there. That's gonna seal up the top half of the cab, essentially. The exact same thing on the side. Fold this up, bring it in like so. And now you're gonna need to fold this part in like that, and that will secure. Once you do it on both sides, of course, you gotta get this plug into here. But once you do that, you essentially now have all this secure, and you can tab this entire grill section in. And now you have no more moving back. So now you're gonna push this upwards, and fold this out. Fold this out as well. And if it hasn't done it already, unclip it. Unclip. This right leg's more durable than the left leg, and I don't fucking know why. So you're gonna do that. Then you're going to come around here, and you're going to untab it entirely. Flip it upwards, then flip it like that. Come up here, flip it upwards, flip it like that. That's what you're going to do for now. Then you can come back down here and tab these in as best you can, but they're not going to tab in fully. You're going to push this back like this. Flip it around, and then you're going to tab it in right here, and for this part, fold it out. Exact same thing on the side, except without the last bit. Fold it out, fold it around, under, and essentially connect the two halves like so. Last thing you want to do is tab these two together, and you're going to make sure these two big tabs are in these two slots, and then these two little holes on these two pegs on the smokestacks. Should be really simple and easy. And once you got everything nice and squozen, once you got everything all lined up and there's no more problems, there you have Optimus Prime in his robot mode, in his vehicle mode, and the end of the review. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. The next review, I am finally doing the primes. It is about goddamn time I finally do the 3 Legends class sized primes. Megatronus, Solus, and Nemesis Prime. Thank you all so much, and as always, to all I want.